It was supposed to be a quiet weekend. I rented an old cabin in the woods. No neighbors, no signal, no noise. When I arrived, the key was under the mat, just like the host had said. Inside, dust, creaking floorboards, a fireplace that hadn't been used in years. On the coffee table was a leather-bound guest book. I opened it. Dozens of entries, mostly normal. Great place, cozy and quiet. Will definitely be back. Until the last page. Said only, don't sleep in the left bedroom. It watches. Of course, I checked the left bedroom. It looked like the rest of the cabin. Empty, untouched, slightly cold. One odd thing. The window faced the forest, but there were scratch marks on the inside of the frame, as if something had been trying to get out, not in. That night, I slept in the right bedroom. At 2:42 a.m., I heard creaking. I got up, thinking it was the wind, but the door to the left bedroom was wide open, and on the floor inside, a new page had been torn out of the guest book. The next morning, I found the guest book open again. A fresh entry had been added, but it was in my handwriting. I hadn't written anything. It read. I heard it breathe. I thought the door was locked. I was wrong. The paper was still damp, like ink that hadn't dried yet. I tried to tear it out, but the page wouldn't rip, like it was part of the book itself. I tried to ignore it, closed the guest book, locked the left bedroom. At 2:42 a.m., the exact same time, I woke up freezing. The fire was still burning. My window was shut, but the hallway was colder than ice. I got up slowly. The door to the left bedroom was open again. Inside, the bed was made, and lying on the pillow was another entry. I didn't mean to open the door, but it knocked with my voice. I didn't sleep the next night. I sat by the fire with the guest book in my lap, daring it to change again. At exactly 2:42 a.m., I heard 3 slow knocks on the cabin door. I didn't move. Then, the guest book flipped open by itself. A new message appeared, letter by letter. If you don't write, I will. I slammed it shut. The knock stopped. But when I looked at the cover again, the title had changed. Guests remaining 1. This morning, I woke up with ink on my hands, fingers stained black, fingertips smudged like I'd been writing all night. The guest book sat open on the table. There were 5 new pages written in my handwriting, each entry more desperate. Don't trust the windows. I saw myself standing by the fire. It wears my face when I'm asleep. I want to leave, but I'm still sitting here. The book won't let me leave. I don't remember writing any of it, but the last line of the 5th page chilled me most. Day 6. I've only been here 3 nights. I saw someone outside today. For a second, I thought it was a hiker, maybe another guest. But they were wearing my exact clothes. Same jacket, same jeans, same tear on the right sleeve. They stood at the tree line perfectly still, then raised their hand and waved the same way I wave. I shut the blinds and didn't look again, but I could still hear them whispering. Through the window, through the wall, through my own voice. Come finish your page. Now the book writes ahead of me. I got up to light the fireplace and saw. He stands, moves to the hearth, lights the fire with shaking hands. Then it appeared in the book, word for word. Before I did it, I jumped back, waited. The next line wrote itself. He steps toward the door. He opens it. I didn't want to, but I felt my hand move anyway. Tonight I tried to burn the book. It wouldn't catch. The fire dimmed when I held it near the flames. I threw it into the woods. By the time I turned around, it was back on the table, open to a new entry. He tries to destroy it, but it's too late. He's already written most of himself. At the bottom, A sentence began forming, letter by letter. He, and then it stopped, like the next part hadn't happened yet, but would. I saw the book in the bathroom mirror. It was open, same page, but in the reflection, the name at the bottom wasn't mine. It said, "Remaining guest, 0. And on the page across from it, a drawing, a black figure with no face, standing over a bed. My bed. In the reflection, it was behind me. I turned. No one there, but the blanket had a fresh handprint pressed into the center. Still warm. Now I wake to pages already written. They tell me what I'll do, sometimes minutes before, sometimes hours. I tried ignoring them, but if I do something not written, I black out. When I wake, the book has caught up and I've done what it said anyway. One page read, "He won't remember opening the left bedroom door." But it opened. Tonight the book was closed, for the first time since I arrived. When I opened it, only one thing was written. My name, over and over. Sometimes shaky, sometimes clean, sometimes in handwriting I don't recognize. The last line read, "He leaves tomorrow, but something else stays." And beneath that, a new entry being written as I watched. "Welcome, next guest. I left the cabin this morning, or thought I did. The road looked the same, the sky the same, but nothing changed as I walked. No birds, no sounds, just trees that repeated like background in a broken game. Eventually, I came to a cabin. The same cabin, lights on, fireplace glowing, and on the table, the guest book, closed, waiting. When I opened it, the first page was blank. Then the pen lifted on its own and began writing. Guest number 314 has arrived, and I felt something inside me. Stop. Now I sit quietly, writing this without moving my hands. The book moves them for me, and soon I'll be in the margins, like the others, waiting for someone else to check in.